Today I'm putting up a French cleat wall. I think they're very aesthetically pleasing, and it shows off your tools very well. But first I need to remove this old pegboard. It's been here since we moved into the house, and it's been great up until now. I want to have something a little better and a little more organized. My first step is to cut the panel that'll hold all the cleats for the wall. I've used a 1/2 inch piece of plywood where I'm removing just a little bit off the edge in order for it to fit perfectly in the corner. My next step was to cut the 1/2 inch sheet down the middle to make it easier to trim off 5 inch strips. These strips with a 45-degree edge will become the cleats on the panel and for the tool holders. You can see my makeshift outfeed tables that I've cobbled together to help me with the 4x8 plywood sheets. Soon I'll be adding leaves to the table for my outfeed and infeed. I worked out the math here. A 5-inch strip cut at a 45-degree angle means you need to minus half of the height of your piece from the midpoint length. So I have a 3/4 inch height. This means that I need to minus a 3/8 of an inch from the midpoint, which is 2.5 inches. I set the fence to 2 and 1/8 inch to make sure that I have a 2.5 inch piece with a 45-degree bevel. That was a lot of math and numbers, but I hope you got it. I laid all of the cleats out at 6-inch intervals to give me enough spacing and enough ability to customize how the layout of the tools will be on the panel. I then used a sheetrock square to make sure everything was perfectly level with the edge of the panel. Using brad nails and glue, I made quick work of adding these strips onto the panel. I used 80 grit sandpaper to take off the rough edges and corners on the cleats. In retrospect, I probably should not have done this. It made the edges too rounded and caused the tool holders to roll over too much. But I have small kids, so I don't want to have a reason to go to the emergency room, so this does make it a little safer for little hands. Once the panel was ready, the final thing to do was to make some holders. Now this is going to be different for everybody, and everybody's going to have their own custom way to build these. I'll show you a little bit of how I did some of mine, but it'll be very fast going through, just to give you a rough idea of what I did. While you're hanging around watching these holders be built though, I'd like to ask you to hit that subscribe button, give me a like on the video, and go check out my other videos that I have. Also, go ahead and tell your friends about this.